My precious. Oh, well, that's what Carnage would have said in this movie, as Gollum directed me after all. Now let the carnage begin. Venom, let there be carnage. Directed by Andy Serkis this time, so different director from the 2018 Venom, and is the 2021 sequel to the first Venom. Initially going to be released in 2020, but was of course one of the great many blockbusters postponed until 2021 due to the COVID pandemic. So Venom Let There Be Carnage tells the story of Eddie still attempting to get the hang of life living with Venom, and he's still having, well, relationship issues with his former lover, played by Michelle Williams, and serial killer Cletus Kasady, played by Woody Harrelson, one day in his jail cell bites Eddie, infecting him with the symbiote, and only his symbiote is a red one, transforming him into the monstrous supervillain Carnage, who has one burning desire to marry the a superpowers lady known as Shriek, played by Naomi Harris. And sure, I'm late to the party, in fact, a year late to the party with this review, as uh, I think I made the right decision going to see No Time to Die for my 26th birthday last year instead of this. And I realised it's now or never to review the Venom sequel, and it's, well, and don't worry, I will get to the extreme rant you all want me to do on Morbius, which makes these Venom movies look like pure masterpieces. But I, well, wanted to love Venom Let There Be Carnage, as the 2018 Venom I still strongly defended to this day. I think that is the most underrated superhero movie to release that year, because at least that movie, it may not be the most artistic movie in the world, but as a Venom movie, it was as entertaining as you could get, and it was everything you could have hoped for with that character. And it proved Venom could work without Spider-Man. And when I heard Let There Be Carnage was directed by Andy freaking Serkis, Gollum and Caesar and Snoke, I was like, wow, perfect guy for the job. And and Carnage was going to be brought in. And you all know how I was disheartened we never got a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4, and we never got to see Carnage in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe, but now we finally get the chance to see Carnage on the big screen after waiting forever. And Venom and Carnage, this is going to be like the Batman versus Superman of the Venom movies. It's just going to be Venom and Carnage beating the shit out of one another. So multiple factors made me put this movie on my top 5 most anticipated for 2021 at the time. But after checking it out for myself, I've got to say, Andy Serkis, what happened? Because Let There Be Carnage to me is one of the biggest letdowns of 2021, and that I would much rather watch the first Venom than this. And it hurts me to say it, but that's how I feel. I mean, sure, there are fans who do favour this over its predecessor, and that's awesome. I'm happy for you. I know the people who dislike this movie with great intensity call it vomit, let there be garbage, and I'm not going to call it garbage, god no, but it's just a mess. But on to what was at least entertaining about Let There Be Carnage. I mean, well, Carnage himself looks ferocious, and the scenes with Carnage just doing his thing were the most pleasing, and yes, the final throwdown between Venom and Carnage in the church is is the uh, is the part of the movie we'd all been waiting for, and and it didn't disappoint. And all of the performances do make an effort to keep this movie afloat. Like Tom Hardy as Eddie slash Venom, and Michelle Williams, and I mean, bless her, she really deserves better than this. And Woody Harrelson is a rather captivating Carnage. And he's done horror before with Zombieland, so really is his area of expertise. And Naomi Harris, who also starred as Moneypenny in No Time to Die that exact same month. I mean, she was so fabulous that at times she gave me the creeps even more than Carnage did. And her power of sonic waves from her voice is fitting, as the symbiote is vulnerable to high-pitched sounds. And the credit scene is, and the credit scene is on par with the Venom credit scene from Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, Venom had better meet Tom Holland's Spider-Man at some point, because if that never happens, then all these credit scenes tying in Venom to Spider-Man will be a waste of time. But now on to where Let There Be Carnage made, several bigger mistakes. For one thing, Carnage, the titular antagonist, is only in this movie for 15 minutes. I mean, this is Godzilla 2014 all over again. Like, I mean, sure, Cletus is in more of the movie than that, but we want to see Carnage more. And why the actual fuck would you you know, focus more on Carnage, love for Shriek, and his wedding with Shriek, which they reference the red wedding from Game of Thrones just because Carnage is red. Get it? But so I'm like, we didn't come to Venom Let There Be Carnage for Carnage's wedding. We came to see him beat the seven bells out of Venom. Carnage should have had far more fight scenes than they got, and this movie should have strayed away from the comedic tone of the first film, and should have gone for something extremely dark, because Carnage is a messed up character. I mean, uh, like the scene where Venom goes to the party, and they mistake Venom for a costume. I'm like, I cannot believe Andy Serkis thought that would get a laugh out of his audience. I mean, if the test screening really laughed at that, then I question what all their taste in humor. I really do. And Eddie's still having issues with his bond with Venom, and his girlfriend. I mean, heck, Michelle Williams, she barely has any presence in this film. Her character was not done nearly as well here. Remember in the first Venom, she got to wear the symbiote and become a kick-ass female Venom to save Eddie's life towards the climax. She gets not a single moment like that here. I mean, the flashback in the opening scene to Cletus and Shriek at the school is okay, I guess, and has horror vibes to it. But why couldn't Andy Serkis have kept that atmospheric horror feel up for the entirety of the film? And I get that Sony does not have nearly as much money behind them as the MCU or even the DCU, so the CGI is not going to look half as polished. but the CGI needed some serious cleaning up here. I mean, yeah, I mean, but particularly on a Carnage, as some of the CGI looks horrifically bad. It may not look as lazy as the visuals in Morbius, but that's not to say the CGI here is good. So overall, Let There Be Carnage suffers from well, attempting to be the same movie as the 2018 Venom when it really should have taken a different and a ballsier direction. But Andy Serkis's direction was surprisingly half-assed here. Uh, heck, the but Andy Serkis's direction was surprisingly half-assed here, and I've never thought I would say that about the king of motion capture himself. Uh, I mean, I just think he's a more impressive actor than director. He did wow me with his Jungle Book version, Mowgli: Legend of the Jungle, but Let There Be Carnage, well, certainly did not have the same magic to it. And I'm flabbergasted that this performed better at the US box office than No Time to Die did. I mean, to those of us who are on No Time to Die's side, I'm with you 100%.
I give Venom Let There Be Carnage
2 stars out of 5. Meh movie.
So yeah, like I said, it's still so yeah, like I said, I'd still take this over shitty Morbius any day. I mean, Sony, why can't you put the same level of effort into your well Spider-Man villain live action franchise as you do with the Into the Spider-Verse animated franchise? Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And what are your thoughts on Venom Let There Be Carnage? Are you with me in thoughts? It was, well, a disappointing sequel to say the least, or are you one of those that liked it more than the 2018 Venom? Because I know there are a fair few people that do, and if you're one of them, that's great. Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.